from the First Alert Weather Team.
And that forecast is first here as we tick over to 516. Upper 70s for us tonight. Hardly any relief from the summery sizzle that we have here in southeastern North Carolina. Those winds out of the southwest at times blowing some of those hot breezes 10 to even close to 15 miles an hour with the occasional gust in and around 20. Tomorrow we only get warmer, lower 90s for highs. A couple isolated cells that we'll need to watch in and around the city. I think the best time for that may actually be mid to late morning, the way modeling is shaping up. And those heat index values on the up and up again, likely above 100, but may not necessarily get to that 105 heat index, that arbitrary label that would get us to heat advisory criteria. Regardless, it's going to be hot, and you need to make sure you're taking frequent breaks if you're going to be outside in and around the heat. Our Easy Pro Express First Alert Skycam high atop the Murchison building. As Daniela mentioned, we were trying to spin around toward the Thomas Rhodes Bridge, see what was going on. Nothing really discoverable there from that vantage point, just the way our camera is. But from this vantage point, looking off to the southeast, we have plenty of cloud coverage. Showers, not so much. Temps in the 80s, yes. Well, that's because we're pulling those stats in from the airport, mind you. Feels like 93, south-southwest wind at 13, and dew points in the mid-70s. Let's talk temps. We're halfway through the month, so I always like to kind of take a moment and I say stop and smell the roses, but also just look at where we're at. And the numbers are quite interesting, especially in relationship to the high temps and the low temps. Kind of a reversal, if you will. In fact, we're about a degree below normal. Hard to believe. Here we are in the heart of summer, and temps are actually trending a little bit below normal. But remember, we're at the peak of the mountain, so any slight fluctuation can have a big impact on those temps. Now, how about overnight lows? This may surprise you, maybe not. Those overnight lows are trending well above normal. So you do the math, we're pretty close to where that mean temperature should be, maybe a few tenths of a degree above normal. So everything coming out there with the averages, it's pretty typical July. Just going to find those fluctuations here and there. Let's jump back to those numbers, shall we? And get them going for you. Middle and lower 80s, eventually converting to the 70s. It's not going to be a deep dive back into the 70s, that's for sure. In fact, those heat index values here in red are going to make it feel like the middle and upper 80s as early as first thing in the morning. And by the afternoon, no big relief there. How about those heat index values, 100 plus for pretty much everyone? You might look out a little bit along the coast, but still quite the toasty scenario we have, and it's a lather, rinse, repeat pattern for your Friday morning, starting out in the middle and upper 70s. At the beach, maybe some lower 80s, but those heat index values coming up, 105 and maybe higher. So I wouldn't be surprised to start to see some of those heat advisories going out Friday, and they may well continue through the weekend. Cooling showers and storms have helped a little bit in the temperature department. As of now, for the lower Cape Fear, nothing severe, sans one severe rated cell that we have off to the north of Cumberland County. Taking you through the rest of the evening and overnight, things going to start to settle down a little bit. But I mentioned this, the notion I think maybe of our best shower chance may come mid to late morning. And then from there, gradually some better chances off inland. So fingers crossed for sounds of summer. And we look at the extended forecast, 7 to 10 days, and a brief reprieve from the heat. But Fran, these may be some of the hottest temperatures we've seen in about a month's time. So got to stay rested, got to stay hydrated. Also checking on those neighbors. Great idea. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much.